So next we are going to study about GPS surveying techniques. Okay. So there are two types of GPS survey, that is static surveying and kinematic surveying. So static survey is again classified into three, that is traditional static surveying, rapid static surveying, reoccupation mode. And the second kinematic surveying is again classified into four, that is traditional kinematic, stop and go, kinematic on the fly, real time kinematic. So first we are going to study static surveying. So it is the first method and primary technique, involves long observation time, that is about 1 to 2 hours. At least two receivers collect carrier phase data in stationary or static mode for a long duration of a time. Okay, so here they collect carrier phase data. So what do you mean by carrier phase? It's all you know about GPS. That is in previous module we already studied about carrier phase measurement as well as chord phase measurement for satellite ranging. If you don't know, just go through it. So here in static surveying, here what we are doing, here at least two receivers are used on ground in order to collect carrier phase data in stationary or static mode. Okay, these receivers will be in a stationary or a static mode and they will collect carrier phase data for a long duration of time. That's about 1 to 2 hours. മനസ്സിലായോ? അതായത് നമ്മുടെ സ്റ്റാറ്റിക് സർവേയിൽ എന്താണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, നമുക്കറിയാം ജി പി എസ് റിസീവേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ആ ജി പി എസ് റിസീവേഴ്സ് സ്റ്റേഷനറി ആയിട്ട് ഒരു സ്റ്റാറ്റിക് ആയിട്ട് അനക്കാതെ ഒരു സ്ഥലത്ത് വെക്കും. നമ്മൾ ഏത് പോയിൻറ്റ്സിൻ്റെ ആണോ ലൊക്കേഷൻ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ട ആ പോയിൻറ്റ്സിലേക്ക് വെക്കുന്നു. എന്നിട്ടൊരു 1 to 2 hours ഒത്തിരി സമയം ഇങ്ങനെ അനക്കാതെ വെക്കുന്നു. എന്നിട്ട് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു, കാരിയർ ഫേസ് ഡേറ്റ നമ്മുടെ ജി പി എസ് സാറ്റലൈറ്റ്സിൽ നിന്നും കാരിയർ ഫേസ് ഡേറ്റ കളക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, so offers high accuracy of 1 centimeter to 0.1 centimeter over long distances like 10 kilometers. Okay, it's highly accurate, that is over 10 kilometers it offers high accuracy of about 1 centimeter to 0.1 centimeter. Two GPS receivers are used to measure a GPS baseline distance. I already told you that for static surveying at least two receivers are required on the ground, and the distance between those receivers, that is when these two receivers are joined by using a imaginary line, then that line is known as GPS baseline. Okay, so and these two by using these two GPS receivers we can find that baseline distance also. Line between a pair of GPS receivers is called baseline, that I already told. It's a standard method for lines over 20 kilometers. Okay, it's a standard method for lines over 20 kilometers. So when the distance between the receivers is too high, that is it's too long, that is it's about 20 kilometers and all, also we can adopt this method. Here I already told you that while I taught you about advantages of GPS surveying, here in conventional survey techniques the intervisibility of the point is very important. Then only we can measure angles and distances by using various equipments, but in GPS surveying it's not a problem. Okay, intervisibility of the point is not a problem. Okay, so here when the distance between the two receivers is 20 kilometers also we can use this method. Okay, so next point is not visible, so I will read out it.